Is it hard to read the screen?
Oh no, it's good now.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. This is collecting of turnip green seeds. All the pods fall in here, and then when they're nice and dry, you go like this, and all the teensy weensy little black seeds fall out. You can see here's an empty pod. Let me see if I can find a full one. Here's one that just opened up. See how small these seeds are? They're teeny weeny. Here's another pod opening up. It just kind of spring loaded. When it gets dry, it pops open. Here's some more. And these seeds then fall down to the bottom, and then you just kind of let gravity separate them out, and then you mechanically separate them a little bit.
And those are our turnip greens that we let go to seed.
Yeah, and here's the rest of the plants. We cut the tops off so that we'll get a drier area. Normally I wait until they're totally dry and just put them in a box, but this year we're trying to save space and move along with our companion planting, and so we had some of the turnip greens go in green, and so that held a lot more moisture, so I had to cut all that out. This is the last day in June in Michigan, and we're just starting to get our beans starting to pop. They like hot weather. They've been on this trellis maybe for 2 weeks. The corn is way more than knee-high by the 4th of July. It's not even the 4th of July yet, and although I'm a short guy, this is definitely over at least head or shoulder high for the most part. Our spinaches, they're going to seed. I have tried some of this. We've had enough rain and we've been irrigating so that the spinach isn't that nasty. It isn't that bitter or anything right yet. So this will be the seed on the spinach right here, all along these heads here. And we can still harvest the leaves down below, like on the bigger plants that have a lot of leaf. We can harvest these leaves and cook them. We have the turnip greens. These are just little plants. Now they're huge. You could probably can a lot of greens.
And those turnip greens are volunteers in there?
Yeah, these are almost all volunteers. I encourage a loose plant here or there to allow the seeds to go out. We planted a secondary crop of the spinach, and it's really hard to find it now. It's not really presented itself as a viable thing. We've got some huge volunteer potatoes digging into our corn crop. As I said before, this is our red, white, blue, and yellow corns.
Yep,
We're going to have a
we
lot
did it
of
like
yellow.
the flag to remember. It's red, white, blue, yellow.
Yeah, you can't quite tell the difference on corn colors. This is the watermelon patch here, and this is a volunteer potato. You can tell this is the purple one because it has that unusual purple color. The vines don't do anything here in Michigan. These vines don't normally do anything until September. We've got squash, butternut, and a pumpkin over there, one of each, and we're gonna work on trying to see if we can eat their greens. With some tomatoes. This one here is the butternut. That's from the store bought, and then this is a volunteer. According to the Zimbabwe tradition, you'd take the second leaf and like the fourth leaf, so that would be this leaf and this leaf, and you cut them and you cook them. And then once this starts to get bigger, you'll have runners going galore, and you'll have tons of leaves, way more than you're going to be interested in eating probably. These tomatoes had gotten real discolored from the cold spring this year, and now they've lost all that damage, and they're in full green color. Here's some wild morning glories. These are the real pretty ones that have the big flowers. Here's more volunteer. I think I planted these. This is the purple tomato over here. We had a lot of potatoes coming up all over the place, so I just planted them up in here. That's like planting it right in the middle of a mulch pile. Should do pretty good. Here's some volunteer sunflowers. These are real nice for the birds. The hatches and the wrens and some of the other seed eaters especially the small birds, can get upside down on these sunflower plants and eat the seeds before they drop off onto the ground and let the squirrels get them. So one time when the little birds can outbeat the squirrels. Got a lot of weeds growing in here, but we hope to harvest some potatoes. These are the potatoes that were in our rows, and they're still sticking out. Got a lot of shepherd's purse in here. I don't mind shepherd's purse as a weed too much. It seems like the grasshoppers like shepherd's purse, and so they'll eat shepherd's purse instead of some of the other plants that are growing in the garden. And it's very easy to pull, so that's not a big. That's not a plant that a weed that I'm very upset with. Stop it or pause it?
Sure.
Huh?